Welcome in, everybody. JJ is back with me this time, and he had to be because there's Thursday Night Football. And who's not excited for Thursday Night Football? We're kicking off Week 5 with the Atlanta Falcons and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. We're going to break down everything you need to know real quick and give you guys a parlay at the end that's going to smack and make us all rich. So stay tuned. Welcome back in, everybody. JJ, how are we doing?
We're doing pretty good, a little messed up on Monday, but we back Thursday. We got to cash out this time. I don't care what happens.
We are
I'm locked
doing
in.
the biggest heater ever, bro. I'm so excited for it. And it starts today. Okay? So let's go over the run game first because I think that's going to be the easiest thing to get to. And for me, I'm just staying away from the run game completely in this game. Bijan Robinson's banged up, so I expect Algier to get a little bit more rush work, but I think the receiving work is going to stay the same for Bijan. However, this Tampa Bay run defense is fucking insane. I don't want to be betting against it, so I'm just going to stay away from that side. On the other side, we have the whole Bucky Irving and Rachaad White dilemma. Anybody with eyes can see that Bucky Irving is playing a lot better than Rachaad White, except for the Tampa Bay coach, who apparently still wants to give them 50-50 splits. So if that's actually the case, then I'm also staying away from that backfield. JJ, I don't know if you feel any different or see anything else, but both backfields just seem like a mess in this game.
Yeah, no, it definitely is. I definitely want to stay away from both of them. Everything has been showing 50-50 last week, a little bit injuries here and there. Like what you said, Rachaad White was sick, Bijan hamstring, either running back for both teams can take over. So I think they'll just ride with the hot hand, whoever's get going first.
For sure. And I will say, I will plant my flag here and fade the public. Bucky Irving is at 10.5 rush attempts. I'm not playing it, but I would highly recommend the under. He has yet to hit that line all season. Last game, he had 10 rush attempts. Again, Rachaad White was not healthy. He was sick all week and then ended up being healthy and activated like the day before. And they ran 74 plays against the Philadelphia Eagles. If he's not going to clear 10.5 with Rachaad White not healthy, them winning the whole game and running 74 plays, how do you expect me to do it in this matchup? So Bucky Irving, 10.5 rush attempts under. If I were to play a rushing attempt in this or rushing prop in this game, that's what it would be. But I'm not playing a rush attempt prop, so let's start talking about the passing game. JJ, what you got for me?
Yeah, so the passing game, real quick, we just go through the defenses. Both are top 10 in zone coverage rate and top 5 in cover 3. So you're going to be seeing a lot of single high, a lot of zone coverage. And both teams have top 10 blitz rates, but only one team actually gets pressure, and it ain't the Atlanta Falcons.
The Atlanta Falcons pressure rate is horrendous. Like
Yeah.
we've been talking about it for the last 2-3 weeks from whenever they played the Chiefs, and it has not gotten any better. It's baffling to watch. So from the stats, the ones you can target are in terms of looking at the pressure matchups are Darnell Mooney and Drake London for the Falcons. However, Drake London's target rate and first read share has just been going up every week. How many targets did he have last game? Wasn't it something crazy?
He had 12 targets last week, only 6 receptions.
12 targets. Him and Kirk are getting it going. Kyle Pitts just doesn't even I don't think I've seen him make a cut. He's just kind of like curling every route that he does. He's yet to make a cut. So Kyle Pitts is not in the mix. So Drake London, he should be going crazy in this game. And on the other side, there's obviously Mike Evans, Chris Godwin, and Cade Otton are really the three that we're looking at. And Chris Godwin seems to be the one that stands out when you look at everything. AJ Terrell is going to be on Mike Evans, and on top of that, the Falcons are not good against the slot, which is obviously where Godwin occupies more. So it just feels like it makes a lot of sense for him. And JJ, I know you're on him this week, and you have a bunch of other stuff to share, so go ahead.
Yeah, so for Godwin, 2.81 yards per route run versus zone on 68 routes. When the quarterback is not getting pressured, 34% targets per route run and 3.26 yards per route run. Both are highest on the team. Staying away from the outside. So he's going to be in the slot a lot, and Falcons allow the third highest target share in the slot. And that's where he runs about 65% of his routes. I mean, what can you say? You just got to target him.
No,
it just makes the most sense.
I mean, Baker Mayfield loves Mike Evans. He always tells him, if you don't have any help over top, if you're 1v1, I'm throwing it to you. But with the zone that you're talking about, the Falcons playing, that doesn't really sound like it's going to be as much of an option.
Yep.
So I think everybody's on Chris Godwin today, at least a lot of the sharps that we know, and for good reason.
The Bucks are missing Trey Palmer and Jalen McMillan. Both are out this week, and I think Trey Palmer played last week, but then got a concussion like midway through the game. McMillan did not play at all last week, and we've seen Otten, Godwin, and Mike Evans like lead the team in targets. I think Otten was third with like 8. So don't be surprised if he pops off in this game too, because he is pretty good against cover 3 as well.
Love it. And here's what I was looking for. Their DVOA down the middle, which Chris Godwin being in the slot is where we're going to target that more, is their weakest point. They're really good on the outside, kind of like JJ was saying. They're one of the best teams in the NFL, both on the left and right side, defending the receivers there. But down the middle, they're actually below average. So that's the best place that you want to target them. And that's Chris Godwin. Is that everything?
That's pretty much it.
All right. So we broke down everything for you in probably the most efficient manner we have in 3 years doing this. And now we get to give you guys the parlay. And we kept it simple. If you listen to the last 5 minutes, the only 2 players we've talked highly of is Drake London and Chris Godwin. They're both in good matchups. Their target shares have been looking glorious through 4 weeks. So that's who we're targeting, and we're taking the alt lines for 80+ yards for both of them. We're using the profit boost on FanDuel. We're putting a full unit on it. It's plus 575 with the boost. And we're going to be $575 richer once this hits. JJ, appreciate you as always. Everybody follow him if you don't already. Dude's sharp as hell. And we'll see you guys on the next video.